us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Straight to the air is Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Taylor again. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Y'all keep on playing.
They go again with Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Herbert buys time, rolling right. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it to his running back. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Chargers at a deficit. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Herbert from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Julian Blackman.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one finds Josh Downs. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, Taylor. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
Colts 7, Chargers nothing.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up. Back to the air, Herbert. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Herbert now off the play fake. That throw finds Johnston. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Chased out to his right. Took off with it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. From the red zone now. That's complete to Dobbins. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Dobbins will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught it yet. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. Running right, this is Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Another shot for Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes...
And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Chooses to bring this one out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On target to Downs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he's brought
Okay,
down after
got
a
it.
nice gain and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts in range for a game-winning score. Here he is to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stuffed down at the 3. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Taylor. And they're going to do it. Brock, they break the tie in the final minute.
Yeah, tell me I ain't like that.
So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go
Yeah,
out
tell
and
me I
get
ain't
it
like
done
that.
now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
It is Cup, left side. And he stops the clock. That's a gain of 23 yards, and they needed every one of them. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is Cup inside the 15. And it's not over
There go
yet.
for the
They
2.
score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Boy, you shitted.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for 2.
Boy, did you shit just now.
Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick.
Boy, shitted.
And he's going to run
No.
for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. It's Richardson. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.